Assalamu alaikum dear students, myself Dr. Saidan and I am back with a new lecture of physics Today we are going to discuss the current electricity with animation. Let's watch. Dear students, do you know who he is? Yes, he is Thomas Edison. And what he did? He invented electric light bulb, which is the main application of current electricity. We all use current electricity in our daily life, in our offices, in our homes, everywhere, as in AC, in fans, and even a single small torch use the application of current electricity. We can't use all these appliances without the current electricity. So we have to know what is this current electricity. Dear students, as we have studied earlier that electricity is the rate of flow of charge. Remember, there are the two types of the electricity we have, static electricity and dynamic electricity. Static electricity means at rest. Here we are going to describe some applications of dynamic electricity. By dynamic we means in motion. So dynamic electricity is moving electric charges. And it is all about the moving electric charges. So what do you mean by electric charges? Do you remember? What are the electric charges? Yes, you can. There are the two types of electric charges we have studied. Positive charge and negative charge. The forces between these two charge carriers is just similar to the forces between two opposite and similar poles of a magnet. Like between two north and south pole of a magnet, there is always a force of repulsion, and two opposite poles of a magnet will attract each other. Similarly, the two similar charges, positive and negative charges, they will repel each other. But between two opposite charges, there is always an attraction. And why this happen between these two charge carriers? Positive charge carriers and negative charge carriers. Both these charge carriers are called the subatomic particles of any atom. Positive charge carriers are called protons and negative charge carriers are called electrons, which are revolving around a positive nucleus in any atom. You can remember this. Now you can see a difference between a metal and a non-metal. In metal, we can see the small charges, which are the negative electrons, are always in their random motion. And due to this motion of negative electrons, we can get the current electricity through any electric wire which is made up of copper or aluminum. And these negative electrons, when pass through an electric wire, then it generates the electric current due to the flow of these negative electrons. So you can remember the definition of electric current, which is the electric current is equal to the rate of flow of charges. And here the charge carriers in metals are negative electrons. In our household appliances, we can get the current electricity through any transformer. Whereas in a small torch, we can get the current electricity through small cells or batteries. This is what we call the dynamic electricity, the flow of electric charges through conductors in one direction. That direction is maybe the conventional current direction due to positive charge carriers or electronic current direction due to negative charge carriers, electrons. So the electricity is the flow of electric charges through conductors in one direction. Now you can see a bulb and a battery of 1.5 volt. How you can get the current electricity? If we connect this small cell with this bulb, the positive terminal of a battery with one terminal of a bulb and the negative terminal of the battery or a cell with the other terminal of a bulb. So this is a closed circuit, and as a result of a closed circuit, we can see the bulb will glow. And that's connection, and the whole setup is known as a circuit. And not only the circuit, it is known as electric circuit. Electric circuit is basically provides the path in which the electric charges can flow. but there should be the two terminals, positive and the negative terminal. So the conventional current can flow through the positive to negative terminal of the battery, whereas the electronic current can flow through the negative towards the positive terminal of a battery. Then your circuit will be a complete closed circuit, and the current can flow through this complete closed circuit. The flow of the electrons will always in one direction, and you know that direction. This is always from the low potential towards the high potential, that is from negative towards the positive terminal of a battery. And this is opposite to the direction of electric field or the direction of the conventional current. That's how a battery or a cell can transfer its energy due to the flow of charge carriers. Here we are representing the transfer of energy due to the negative charge carriers, which are the electrons. And that's how through any circuit the energy would transfer from one terminal towards the other terminal. And this will generate a current electricity. So from here we can define the electric current in two ways. Either the electric current is the flow of electrons in one direction, or we can say that the electric current is the flow of electrical energy through the circuit. The electric energy transfer would be in the direction of conventional current from positive to negative, whereas the negative charge carriers electrons will flow in the direction of electronic current from negative towards the positive terminal of the battery. The density of the wires should be high, as we are using the copper wire or aluminum wire, so the energy would transfer through this highly dense matter. And the bulb will glow until the potential difference retained between the two opposite terminals of a battery or a cell. With the passage of time, when the potential difference between two terminals of a cell will become zero, then the bulb will not glow. The bulb will not glow also if we have an open circuit, as you can see in your diagram. Now, if you close a circuit with the two opposite terminals of a cell, then on behalf of its potential difference or the EMF stored within a cell, the bulb will glow until you connect the two opposite terminals of a cell with the opposite terminals of bulb. But if you connect both the terminals of a cell, positive or negative, at a single point, then this is not right. It can cause explosion, or it can cause damage to your cell or a battery you are using. So because in this way the current is not flowing from one point to another point, and there is no potential difference between the 2 points, or we can say the potential difference between 2 points of the cell will become zero. That's why the bulb is not glowing. So this is not the right way to connect your cell. Only it can cause damage to your cell. That's all for today, students. I hope you are enjoying learning physics, and you can subscribe, like and share my channel and press the bell icon for future notifications. If you have any problem, you can comment me also. Until the next lecture, take care. Allah Hafiz.